Welcome back to the channel. Let's explore together. Today we're checking out Subcon Secondhand Serotonin, which the title of the song reminds me of the band's Secondhand Serenade. This was a video that was requested through my website. You could always find a link to that in the description of all of my videos if you want to request that I react to something. You could also become a member of this channel, and at certain tiers you can request things or just comment below and I try to pick through the comments and see what we check out. So today was special requested through the website, so check that out if you want to special request something. I believe the person who sent me this is a member of this group, so let's see what we got. The silence is weirding me out. There we go. That dang alarm sound. That'll haunt your dreams. All right, come on, let's get started. I don't think you paid Eminem for that product placement or got their permission. Careful there. I like this guitar riff. Okay. Somewhere in between immature and midlife crisis. Okay. It's got that vibes of someone in their late 20s to mid 30s, grew up on emo rock and pop punk making music. I could dig it because I've done that.
Trying to catch a high on recycled feelings. My mind is reeling. At night I spent a week staring at the ceiling till I found myself sinking back down. Every day I wake up to the same shit. Can't relate to anyone around me, but I fake it. Staying up late, wonder if I'm gonna make it. Sleep is overrated, but I wish that I could taste it without getting faded.
So I'm assuming Subcon's a one-man band based on just the visuals of the video. So this feels like, this looks like a Midwest town too. So this feels very much like an independent musician, one-man band. By the videography of it, the effects, even some of the mixing and mastering, everything feels just indie enough to not feel clean and refined and professional. But I like the concept of it overall. This looks like Indiana, bro. This looks like near my town. I need to see if I can see these street names. Where is he? Hold on. Can I read that freeway sign there? No, the 40 isn't near me. I don't know where Interstate 40 is. It just must be somewhere in the Midwest.
I know I'm much too young to feel so numb, and don't ask me why I'm so fucked up. And the truth is I've got no clue where I've been going.
I mean, I like the concept. I'm gonna see what freeway he's on now. 155. Yeah, I don't know where he's. I like the concept of this. I like the vibe of it. The execution it definitely feels very independent, not fully refined and professional. The mixing, the voice sits in a weird spot of the vocals. He's got good vocal layering and effects, but they're not quite leveled out to where they should be and spaced in a three-dimensional space where they should be. And then obviously the camera work, even if you were trying to play it off as like a VHS Handycam kind of thing, it doesn't look like that. It looks too modern for a VHS Handycam throwback. So it just looks like, you know, like cell phone type shots that haven't been color graded, and they don't have like dynamic angles and stuff. So there's that independent musician feel, but the wrong way. But there's a lot of potential to this overall. I've been wasting all my life trying to go back to a time where I felt so right. Like this shot is just like, you got the blues and the increased contrast, and it just doesn't look like a professional type of a shot. Like it's a decent location, but we don't have any depth of field here. Like the background is almost in as much focus as he is. Like I can see this sign says PA back here or something like that. If this was a higher megapixel lens, I could read these license plates. There's no depth of field, which really makes this shot lack dynamics here. It's also just a weird angle. So this is the video, the little I know about videography and me coming out here. These are the kind of things that make it visually look like, if you can't put your finger on why does this not look professional? Those are the kind of things that make this not look professional. And then the sound isn't professional because of some of the ways it's been layered. It's very much an amateur song, but it's a well-written amateur song, and given into the hands of some professionals, you'd have a hit. And you got the vignette, or however you say that word here, really heavy on the edges as like the post-production attempt at making this look more like professional. And it's too overstated. It's clear to see what's happened. A blue kind of filter's been put on this. The contrast's been turned up too high, and then there's this vignette thing. But it doesn't work from a videography standpoint to make it look professional.
Forget the money, it's a different kind of struggle. Born a middle class kid, got her bunking in the suburbs. Never fit the grid set before me. The stupid shit that
and you have the other thing of like, these shots are less high contrast, that shot's more high contrast. There's no like visual fidelity that like, I don't know if that's the right word, but there's no like visual signature that's taking you from one scene to the next. They feel like just very different scenes based on what they could get done. I know I'm saying a lot about the video, I know, but it really, I'm just trying to make it as articulate as possible why this feels more amateurish than professional, because anyone watching it would pick that up right away, but they might not know exactly why. And I think since this was sent to me by the artists themselves, probably sent it to me to check out and also to get feedback. If you know anything about me, when it's an independent artist, I'm going to give feedback since I've been doing this for a long time.
that did underscore me. Nothing makes much sense anymore. I closed the hands of death and the door wasn't meant to be me. 6 feet or the guillotine. I don't know, life ain't always teaching what it seems to be.
I think if the film equipment you have is just cell phones and stuff, I think, you know, if you in post-production edited this to what is it, like a 4:6, 4:9 ratio, I forget the VHS ratio, the box ratio, not one to one Instagram ratio, but like a 4:6 or something ratio. So you'd have the black bars on the side and have more of that squared VHS look, and put some VHS kind of filters and things on it. Then when you play with the color grading and stuff like this and the higher contrast, you'll be able to muddy it up with that, and then just have this VHS handycam aesthetic. And that can kind of work if you don't have like DSLR or the videography chops to do a pro video. That's what I would suggest on this if you're trying to like just put a video out but not make it super obvious that you don't have the right equipment. You can change the aspect ratio and do a couple other tricks to make it just feel like a VHS handycam, which is a good throwback to the era of music that you're playing tribute to in this song. And you even have the little VHS transitions. Might as well go all the way. It's really tough to pull off a VHS look when you have a wide 16:9 aspect ratio. Your mind visually picks up on it right away. Even if everything had the right effects over it, you would know that there was something wrong just by the fact that it's wide aspect ratio.
Trapped inside this world where I can't feel anything at all.
Also, another tip, I know I'm pausing and giving a lot of tips. Hopefully these are helpful. But when you're doing that fast motion part, since this whole vibe is like 90s, late 2000s, you should probably turn the frame rate down. That was actually too many frames captured. This is probably what, a 30 frame, 24 frame per second video. Yeah. But you should probably have the frame rate lowered there to get that jittery effect of fast motion from that era.
I know I'm much too young to feel so numb, and don't ask me why I'm so fucked up. And the truth is I've got no clue where I've been going.
I'd also love to hear some more dynamics to the drums. We've got this drum machine sound the whole way through. I'd like the chorus to hit into an acoustic drum. If you're not a drummer, it's fine. As long as you're programming these drums through some sort of drum machine, you could change to where it's sampling from an acoustic drum set, and it'll be pretty much indiscernible for 99% of ears, even drummers, if you mix it right. Because it's literally taking actual sounds from actual drums that have been recorded. So it's literally the sound of a drum playing. You're just programming how it should play. And I think this chorus would hit a lot harder if you switch from the synthetic drum to an acoustic drum at the chorus, and it would hit the vibe of this a lot better. It'd give the music more dynamics too, because this is like a 4-minute song. Well, there's an intro. It's like a 3.5-minute song probably without the intro. And it's definitely losing some luster because it gets repetitive without that change in the instrumentation. See, this part would be great with the kind of filters you put on and stuff, but the wide aspect ratio definitely ruins it here.
Trapped inside this world where I can't feel anything at all.
And then all of a sudden you had that angle when the color grading just went away. Like this is what I mean by the transitions. Like it feels like I'm watching multiple videos crunched together. Like watch this. We got this color grading that's like muted out, feels more old school. Followed by this, it's all muted out, feels old school, a lot of green filtering on this. But then when it switches to your face, it just looks like an iPhone shot or something. Right here, look at this. Look at the colors here. Everything's oversaturated. It's just normal. And maybe you're trying to do some like bigger, oh yeah, because these are the moments where I see myself in present day versus looking at the past. I'm looking at the playground. That's the past. This is me in present day. Okay, that's fine. But the way you're trying to do this visually, it's not in a way that's going to draw me into the story. It's just in a way that I could say, okay, I get that that's what you're saying you're doing, but it doesn't really work that way. And then in that version, all of a sudden you did get the color grading now. See, now you got the same green filter on you that you had before, but the last time we saw this shot, it was just oversaturated, just normal cell phone camera looking shot. And I say cell phone camera because things like these tree leaves are still actually like in focus. They're not, there's no depth of field once again. I know I'm much too young to feel so. This might be one of the only times I've ever critiqued a song and talked more about the visuals than the song, the music of it. But you know, I have enough experience in both to speak on both here. Don't ask me why I'm so fucked up, and the truth is I've got no clue where I've been going. I like this. I like the whole concept of the song though. So I think the video hurts the song more than the audio. The audio definitely needs reworked. The video needs reworked, but there is definitely a solid song underneath all of that. Which is why I provided so much feedback, because I do like the structure. You got the structure, the foundation there. It's just what you built on top of it is a bit lacking. I'd be curious to see where you go from here. Let me know if anyone, I think this is a one-man band, but if it's multiple people, let me know from all of you guys if any of this rambling was helpful. And you guys in the comment, let me know, did you guys like this? Am I just being too harsh, or do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Comment below what you want me to check out, then subscribe so you'll be notified when we check it out. And until I see you all again, until we explore again, I'll see you later.